welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on. It's your first time on.
Thank you.
Very excited to get to talk to you.
Well, me too. I'm so happy to be here. I'm such a huge fan of yours.
Right back at you.
I actually brought you a gift.
What?
Yeah, I did, but I couldn't figure out where to park a 747. Oh. I'll mail it to you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thank you. Happy belated Mother's Day, by the way.
Well, thank you.
I know you're mother of it.
Proud of you.
How old?
9.
9 years old. Oh, it's a cute age. Perfect.
Yeah.
And what was Mother's Day like for you? Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was great. We had a brunch early in the day.
Perfect.
And then my husband leans over to me and he goes, "Hey, I just got a text from Roy, my buddy Roy Wood Jr., who you might know.
I love Roy Wood Jr., yeah.
And he goes, Roy just invited B and I to go to a Mets game. It's my son. Yes, Mets fans. And he goes, but, you know, it's Mother's Day, and this is your day, so I don't want it. And I go, go! Please go!
Run! I'll get your coat. Go, here's your bed.
Out the door! So they left me alone all afternoon. It was beautiful.
What did you do?
I did. I celebrated like a father celebrates Father's Day. I hit the couch, no pants.
No pants.
No pants.
Of course
just
not.
Junk food, binge watching Landman. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Landman.
Yeah.
We both host shows here in New York City, and we get invited to some nice, glamorous events. Do you go to those? I think I've seen you at.
Well, generally, there's nothing I love more than being in bed by 8:45 with the mouth guards, sweats, just reality TV. But I did this last year get to go to the New York City Ballet.
Ooh.
Have you been?
That's fancy. Yeah, that's fancy stuff.
It is very fancy. I did not feel like I belonged there, but I was not only invited, but I got invited to be a co-chair for the event.
Oh my God.
Which is very, very cool. So I go, and my husband and I get all dressed up. We never go out. We're sitting there in beautiful Lincoln Center, and the ballet is about to begin, and the artistic director comes out, and she's like, I'd just like to thank everyone involved in this event. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Ooh.
Mind you, I've seen every episode of Sex and the City 1,000 times.
Yes.
1,000 times.
She's the best.
Oh, and she goes, and I'd like to thank Amy Sedaris. And my husband leans in, he goes, babe, just take this in. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, not that long ago, you were waiting tables and trying to book commercials. He's like, this is a cool moment. Just take this moment in. Oh. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I should take this in. And she goes, I'd like to thank Justin Theroux.
Ooh.
And also Leslie Lilac. And I looked at him, I'm like, did she just say Leslie Lilac? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, yes, okay. Well, I guess I have to legally change my name now. I'm now Leslie Lilac.
Leslie Lilac. They called you Leslie Lilac.
Leslie Lilac. It was so far off from my name that I almost couldn't even be embarrassed.
Isn't that perfect, though? Isn't that great? You're like, take it all in, enjoy the night, and you're like, oh, reality.
Right back down.
Back down.
Don't get too high on your own
Don't get too high on yourself, yeah. You're coming up on your 10th anniversary at The Daily Show.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're so good. You're so smart. You're so funny. I love you on there. You started off as a correspondent?
I did. I started off as a correspondent, and I started 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I got into comedy for one reason, and that is to make jokes about tariff rates. So
that's the whole reason.
It's a dream. Just a little girl standing in front of the mirror with a hairbrush, making jokes about 10-year Treasury bonds.
Yeah. You guys are
no, it's a dream.
You're crushing it on the Daily Show. Congrats on that. How do you handle it though when it's rough news or there's tough things? You just got to go. This is part of the job.
You just go. It's part of the job. I mean, really, it's the how fast the news cycle moves, and then having to do a page one rewrite at 4 p.m. right before taping of the show, which happened last Thursday, but it was exciting news. The Pope news broke.
Oh, yes, of course. That's big news.
Huge news, and it was so much fun to watch the coverage of the Pope. Normally you watch the news and it's chaos and it's stressful, and this was just delightful. The drama, the pomp and circumstance. There was smoke and the big doors, and the cardinals were all collecting right out front. It was just so exciting. I thought like Ryan Seacrest was going to come out and be like, we'll have a Pope after the break.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton comes back, he spins the chair, he's like, you're my Pope.
You're my Pope, I like you, Pope.
I like you, Pope.
That's the Pope I like.
That's the Pope, you're on my team.
Well, congrats on everything. I want to show a clip. Here's Desi Lydic on The Daily Show. Take a look.
Well, is it with this guy and renaming gulfs? At least the Gulf of Mexico was on our border, but now he's just going around renaming other countries' water? The Gulf of Thailand is now the Gulf of White Lotus. The Indian Ocean is now the Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas Ocean. And the Black Sea, we're just getting rid of. No more DEI.
Desi Logic, everyone! The Daily Show airs weeknights at 11 p.m. on Comedy Central. The next day on Paramount Plus. Blake Shelton performs after the break. Stick around!